A Tale of Two Feathers by Twinkle the Original. One starry night, Otis Owl was sitting high in the trees, hunting for a tasty mouse. Suddenly, he spotted a shiny blue feather. I've never seen this sort of feather before, he thought. I wonder who it belongs to. He asked his friend, Nabila Nightjar, have you seen any birds with feathers like this? I've never seen this sort of feather before, said Nabila. Why don't you ask Nigel the nightingale? Otis took the feather to his friend, Nigel Nightingale. Have you seen any birds with feathers like this? He asked. I've never seen this sort of feather before, said Nigel. Why don't you ask Candace Corncrake? Otis flew to see his friend, Candace Corncrake. Have you seen any birds with feathers like this? He asked. I've never seen this sort of feather before, said Candace. Why don't you get some rest and search some more tomorrow night? The sun was starting to rise and the night was nearly over. Otis returned to his tree and settled down to sleep. That morning, Kia Kingsfisher was sitting by the river, searching for a delicious minnow. Suddenly, he spotted a stripy white feather. I don't know any birds with feathers like this, she thought. I wonder where it came from. She asked her friend Wilma Woodpecker, do you know who might have dropped this feather? I don't know any birds with feathers like this, said Wilma. Why don't you ask Billy Blue Tit? Kia took the white feather to her friend, Billy Blue Tit. Do you know who might have dropped this feather? She asked. I don't know any birds with feathers like this, said Billy. Why don't you ask Bertie Bullfinch? Kia flew to see her friend, Bertie Bluefinch. Do you know who might have dropped this feather? She asked. I don't know any birds with feathers like this, said Bertie. Why don't you get some rest and search some more in the morning? The sun began to set, and the day was nearly over. Exhausted, Kia settled down on a branch to rest. The sun disappeared and the forest became dark. Otis woke up, ready for another night of searching for the mysterious bird. He stepped out his nest and was met by the most unusual sight. Right in front of his beak, sitting on his very own branch, was a bird with shiny blue feathers. It's you, Otis hooted. What? Who? Shrieked Kia. She stared at the bird that had interrupted her sleep. It was a bird with stripy white feathers. Oh, it's you! I've been looking everywhere for you, the two birds said at the same time. What are you doing at night? Asked Kia. Well, this is when I'm awake, said Otis, confused. Awake at night? Said Kia. But then what do you do during the day? Well, I sleep, of course, said Otis. Suddenly, the mystery was solved. This was why they had never met before. Otis had always thought that everyone slept during the day, while Kia had not realized that some animals only came out at night. Come on, said Otis. Let me show you my world. The two new friends flew through the forest, feeling very glad to have finally found each other. Wow, gasped Kia. Everything looks so different at night time. I can't wait to see what it is look like in the daylight, said Otis. Let's meet again tomorrow, suggested Kia, and I can show you my world. The end.